Welcome to the SAP IBP release highlight for 2608. In this short video, we'll introduce time-dependent output coefficient for order-based planning, a new way to make your supply plan match how your production actually behaves. Until now, the output coefficient on a source of supply was a single static number. But in the real world, yield changes over time. For example, a new bottling line ramps up over its first weeks. Dairy and food production swings with the seasons. Operators get faster as they learn. Equipment wears down between maintenance windows. And in process industries, the very chemistry of a batch can shift with temperature or with the input mix. One flat number can't capture any of that. With time-dependent yield, planners get a supply plan that reflects reality bucket by bucket. That means more accurate component demand, better tactical decisions on inventory and on capacity, lower buffer cost from overproduction, and a model that you can keep refining, even feed from a machine learning forecast. As your process matures, take a new bottling line. With a static yield of 90%, the plan assumes every week looks the same. With time-dependent yield, you tell the engine the truth. Week 1 runs at 55%, week 2 at 62%, climbing through the learning curve until it stabilizes at 90% by week 8. Component demand and the production plan follow that curve. No more silent overpromise in the early weeks. Or take a seasonal dairy. Fat and protein content drift across the year, so the yield from the same volume of milk drifts with it. With month-by-month coefficients, 86% in January, 94% in July, back down to 85% by December, the plan now mirrors the seasonality your operations team already lives with. On each source of supply, you set a flag that tells the engine to use the time series. Then you maintain the new key figure, IPDS output coefficient, at whichever time granularity fits the process, from daily to monthly. Sources you don't enable keep their static value and behave exactly as before. It's opt-in per source of supply. Here's what it looks like in the planner workspace. Period by period, an output coefficient ramps up from below 1 to above 1. Read from the time series, and the engine picks the value that lands on the end date of the order. Total demand stays the same, 1,000 units per week. But component demand now moves with the coefficient, larger when yield is poor, smaller when it improves. Same heuristic, same optimizer, just with the time dimension the engine didn't have before. Time-dependent yield works for the order-based supply planning run you already use. The SAP IBP2 sample planning area ships the new key figure out of the box, so you can try it without any modeling work. Static yields keep working untouched, so you can roll this out one source of supply at a time. In 2608, time dependency lands on the main output of a production data structure, the yield side. Planned for one of the upcoming releases, the matching capability for component coefficients, so input ratios can also flow with time. That closes the loop for process and food industries where both sides of the recipe drift together. Time-dependent yield, available in SAP IBP 2608. A small switch in your master data. A big step toward plans that move the way your factory does.